As Rangers continue to reshape their squad ahead of the new season, the transfer market remains a hive of activity in and around Ibrox. With Russell Martin at the helm and a clear vision beginning to emerge, the focus has turned to adding depth and dynamism in key areas of the pitch. Strengthening the midfield is high on the agenda, and recent developments suggest the club could be edging closer to another important piece of the puzzle. The search for quality additions has taken the Light Blues across various leagues, with fresh opportunities arising as clubs begin to make decisions on player futures. Now, just as the window begins to gather momentum, Rangers appear to have been handed a timely lift in their pursuit of a promising midfield target, one who has already shown glimpses of his potential in European football and could offer a new dimension to Martin's evolving side. With competition in the mix and negotiations ongoing behind the scenes, this latest twist may prove significant in the race for his signature. So, who could be the next arrival at Ibrox? Let's break it down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers are one of 4 clubs reportedly looking at Chelsea's Ishii Samuel-Smith. The academy star has been told he can leave on loan for the 2025/26 season, and Football London reports that Russell Martin's men are one of many interested clubs. It's reported that the Ibrox side are joined by Sunderland, Middlesbrough and Stoke City in pushing to land the defender, aged 19. The Stamford Bridge side rate Samuel-Smith highly, but are keen for the teenager to gain more exposure to first-team football before they make a decision on his long-term future. He is contracted to the club until 2031 though, so that is an indication of how highly Chelsea rate him. The report states that club-to-club talks have occurred between Chelsea and the 4 aforementioned sides across the UK. What do you make of this? Let me know down below. Now, in a major transfer boost for a midfielder, Rangers' summer rebuild under Russell Martin is picking up pace, and the latest twist in their transfer pursuit could bring a touch of Brazilian flair to Ibrox. With the new manager settling in and already tapping into his Premier League connections, Ibrox is bracing for a busy window. Max Aarons has arrived on loan, a deal for Joe Rothwell confirmed, and Connor Cody appearing to be edging closer to a switch to Rangers. But Martin and sporting director Kevin Thelwell are far from done, and their sights have now turned to a name that's stirring intrigue among supporters: Matinho. The 22-year-old midfielder looks set to leave French side Troyes this summer, with it being reported that the League Two outfit are certain to part ways with the former Fluminense talent before the window closes. That's opened the door for Rangers to make a move, but they're not alone. Swiss champions Basel are also in the race, keen to bring Matinho back after a promising loan spell in the Super League. Their sporting director, Daniel Stuckey, made no effort to hide their intentions. It's no secret that we want to sign Matinho permanently. Negotiations with his club are still ongoing. We want to start the season with 3 or 4 proven midfielders. We need to strengthen. For Rangers, adding a player of Matinho's style and potential could inject something different into the heart of midfield, particularly if paired with the energy and experience of Rothwell. The Brazilian brings a blend of technical finesse and athleticism, and after a solid season in Switzerland, he's shown he's ready for the next step. The question now is whether Rangers can beat Basel to his signature. With Martin's Premier League links already proving fruitful and Thelwell's influence growing, the Light Blues may well fancy their chances. If they can pull it off, Rangers won't just be signing a player, they'll be adding a rhythm and flair that could elevate their midfield heading into a crucial campaign. It's a race that could go down to the wire, but if Rangers can get it over the line, Matinho's arrival would mark more than just another signing in a busy summer. It would signal intent that under Russell Martin, the club is not only building depth, but also injecting a new dimension into their play. With Basel lurking and negotiations ongoing, the ball is now in Rangers' court, and if they act decisively, Ibrox might soon be home to a Brazilian spark capable of lighting up the season ahead. Is Matinho the right player for Rangers? Let me know what you think down in the comments. In other news, Tony Pulis doesn't think Jamie Vardy will be short of offers this summer as he weighed in on a potential Rangers move for the English striker. Vardy ended his 13-year stay at Leicester City last season and is currently without a club. It remains to be seen where his future lies. Jamie Vardy will not be short of offers, said Pulis. You don't know whether he's waiting for another Premier League club to come in for him, but he's been a fantastic player. Taking Leicester to the Premier League title, winning the FA Cup, he is a fit lad and doesn't look to have put any weight on. I'm sure he will have something on his mind. He'll have a preference and he might be waiting to see what offers he gets, but he will have options all over the world. Pulis, who has previously taken charge of the likes of West Bromwich Albion and Stoke City, was quizzed directly on a potential move to Ibrox for Vardy. He said, if Jamie Vardy went to Rangers, he would be joining a huge rivalry. They have new owners and will want to invest into the team to make things more competitive. Russell Martin is at a massive football club, and that comes with expectations. If he does bring big names in, that will go through the roof. Brendan Rodgers has done an unbelievable job at Celtic, and Russell will be under enormous pressure to get closer to them next year. In other news, Sal Bibbo is close to joining Russell Martin's staff as Rangers' new goalkeeper coach ahead of the 2025-26 season. Martin arrived at the club with 2 staff members after being appointed head coach in early June. Long-term assistant Matt Gill and performance coach Rhys Owen joined Rangers, and Martin is still likely to add at least one other assistant to his backroom team. Colin Stewart, who had worked as goalkeeping coach under Steven Gerrard, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, Michael Beale and Philippe Clermont was dismissed alongside Clement, Stephen van der Heyden and Alex Ray in February this year. Hall of Fame goalkeeper Alan McGregor fulfilled the role until the end of the season, working on Barry Ferguson's staff, but left alongside the interim boss, Billy Dodds and Neil McCann after the final game of last season against Hibernian. Issam Harai, appointed Clement's new assistant in January of this year, also departed the club last month to become manager of Belgian outfit Westerlo. Bibbo, 50, has spent the past 2 seasons at Hillsborough working as Sheffield Wednesday's goalkeeping coach, but is understood to be out of contract at his former club and in line for the role at Ibrox. The former professional keeper also spent a year on Arsenal's staff in the same role throughout the 2019-20 campaign. Meanwhile, Charai has broken his silence on his exit from Rangers, insisting it was an amicable parting of ways with the club. He told the Daily Record, I had a good chat with Russell and with Kevin. We talked about my situation in the club, but I saw that Russell was coming in with an assistant, Matt Gill. It was actually very respectful, we had a good chat, and then we talked about our job description, and it was quite the same as Matt's. And then I said, I think it's better that we take a decision as soon as possible so I can try to get something else. And then when we announced that we'd agreed mutually to part ways, my phone started ringing. So then it was about making the right decision about which club to join. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.